Thank you. Dear Mrs. Rajavi, my sincerest salute to you. Please accept my best wishes and greetings. Hail to the Iranian women who are the front runner of an incredible revolution, and they multiply the bravery. And I salute you and all the friends and our compatriots in Ashraf 3. I just want to say a sentence to them. I can't see them, but I relay my message to them. I want to tell them, I salute you all, despite all the demonizing campaign which has been carried out by the regime and its allies around the world. But despite all of that, you are continuing your struggle and your fight. And those people, instead of thinking or talking about your ideals, they talk about your hijab. The problem is in themselves, and the problem is not your hijab or what you wear. With hijab or without hijab, onward towards revolution. The International Women's Day, I congratulate to all those who are fighting for freedom of the women. The women political prisoners, I salute them, and I salute their resistance and resilience, and we tell them that we are proud of you. The Iranian people are proud of you. Our nation is proud of you. And I salute the people and the women who are active in the resistance units in Iran, who are on the front line of this struggle. This year's International Women's Day is being celebrated at a special time. The heart of revolution is beating, and the flames of the revolution is burning. The sparkles of this uprising started with the murder of Mahsa Amini, and it has been continuing. And the voice of the Iranian women and the revolution can be heard all around the world. The Iranian people's uprising was able to portray an excellent picture in front of the eyes of the international community. It was able to show the solidarity and the bravery of the Iranian women in face of the misogynist regime, and expose the brutality of this regime more than before. This uprising, which is continuing in Iran, is an uprising. It is in fact a revolution. It has specific requests. Women's rights has always been a challenge for this regime. For the past 44 years, they haven't even passed one law in support of women's rights. Depending on which fraction of this regime has been in power or which mullah has been On top, the compulsory veiling had been continuing more or less in one way or other, but in the essence, it has not changed at all. Other discriminations against women in political and cultural areas, it needs a lot of time to talk about them. It's been said, and we say that the liberation of the society depends on the liberation of women. And with regard to the current situation in Iran, we must emphasize that uh, the freeing the Iranian women is only possible through the total downfall of this regime. And the Iranian freedom movement by the Iranian women, it is intertwined with the national uprising against the totality of this regime. We can hear the slogans of with hijab or without hijab in the streets of Iran. With regard to the rights of women, we are faced with two stances against women. One is from within this regime, which has institutionalized the discrimination against women during the past 44 years. And the other view is that those who belong to the previous regime, the Pahlavi dynasty, which who are trying to divert the history, and they want to impose their ideas on women in other ways. The discrimination against the women all over Iran, and exploitation of the women all over Iran, the young children, women children who were hungry, who will not be able to attend the school because of it being so hungry that they couldn't bear to go to school. Yes, we had these incidents in Iran. Those women, those children, they didn't have any rights during the previous regime. Same as this regime, they don't have any rights. What we can see in this, what we have seen in the movements of the Iranian women, of the teachers, and of those people who are in the streets every day, is not what the remnants of the monarchy can answer and can bring about. 100 years of the Iranian women's right is more than what they can take it over and steal it. The struggle of Iranian women against all kinds of discrimination is deeper than what the remnants of the Pahlavi dynasty can steal that and to divert it. I believe at this juncture in the history, the freedom of women, the women is just being used as a weapon or as a tool. They used or they abuse women and their rights to come to power themselves. We can see this. We can see that in their stance against women who are communist or mujahid, or those women who are in prison. The rights of women, in the view of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, as the alternative, democratic alternative against this regime, is symbolized in the 10-point plan of Mrs. Rajavi. The guarantor of these rights is participation of numerous women in the Iranian resistance and their participation on the leadership of this movement. And with regard to the view of our organization, the participation of women is necessary and as a result, the struggle of women for social justice depends on the formation of the society. I'm very, very grateful for you for taking time to listen to me.